Today we're talking about the circumference of a circle. The word circumference comes from two Latin words. First, circum, meaning around, as in Magellan circumnavigated the globe, or circumscribe a circle, about some polygon. And the second part of circumference is the word ferens, which comes from the Latin verb ferro ferre, meaning to carry. A word you might already know with this is infer, to carry inward. So, let's begin our discussion of circumference by creating a circle. So when we talk about circumference, we talk about carrying a round. The best round object I can think of is a circle. The set of all points equidistant from one point, the center. When we want to talk about circumference, the minimum piece of information we need to know is the radius. So let's make a radius here. I can find a length for that radius, and then we can discover some truths about the circumference of the circle, meaning how far is it all the way around from this point all the way around back to this point if I were to unfold it or something. So let's make a nice radius for us. Let's make it 5. Doesn't want to let me make 5. Let's try 6. .01, close enough. And my question for you is, how would I find the circumference of a circle with a radius of 6.01 centimeters? Well, we learned a formula for circumference, which is C equals 2 pi r. So now all I have to do is write an equation that has 2 pi and r. My r is this value here, r. Actually, let's make this look pretty first. So we're going to change this to r. There we have it. Our r is 6.01. Now let's put in our equation. C equals 2 pi times r. And we get 37.75 centimeters. Notice how the units are centimeters and not centimeters squared. Circumference is a measure of length, which is a one-dimensional measure. So that makes sense that it's just centimeters to the first power. If we were talking about area, then it would be centimeters squared. And you can see that as I change the radius, my circumference changes. And so let's have a little challenge now. Now I'm going to hide the radius, change the radius, and thus the circumference. And it's going to be your job to figure out what the radius must be if I only give you the circumference. So if I tell you that that the circumference of a circle is 54.97 centimeters, what is the radius equal to? So to solve this, we could set up an equation using our original equation for circumference. All we have to do is say, well, we have C equals 2 pi r, so we have 54.97 equals 2 times pi times r, and we want to find r. So I could just divide both sides of this equation by 2 pi, and I would get r alone equals 54.97 divided by 2 pi. So let's compute that right now. And all I have to do is say this divided by 2 pi. And I get 8.75. And it makes sense if you see my original equation. The pi's cancel, the 2's cancel. I just get r equals 8.75.